was born with a brain that's wired to have a different set of strengths and weaknesses than what a typical human brain has. On the one hand, it makes you really passionate about a specific subject, like math, science, art, engineering, and all sorts of skills. On the other, you have a lot more trouble making friends. Your mind has a different way of understanding the world around you, so a lot of what seems normal for everyone else can seem really strange to you. Ever since I was a baby, I've loved animation more than anything else in the world. Every time I watched my favorite cartoons, I was completely immersed into another fantasy. I absolutely loved the characters. I was inspired by their messages like dreams coming true or believing in yourself. I thought the animation was just gorgeous. And I decided I wanted to work in animation when I grew up. That ambition stuck with me pretty much my whole life. I was officially diagnosed with Asperger's when I was 8 years old. I had trouble understanding what other people were thinking or feeling because I was so lost in my own wants and needs, something that psychiatrists refer to as mind blindness, and it made it really difficult for me to communicate with other people, especially nonverbal communication, social signs that aren't expressed directly in words, like eye contact or facial expressions, body language, sarcasm, or figures of speech. Having Asperger's it's like you're an alien from another planet. The residents have a completely different way of thinking than how you're used to, so you have to try to understand these people in order to fit in and make friends. I was also hypersensitive to certain sensory stimuli like loud and repetitive noises, strong smells, or strong tastes, or physical touch. I was very easily bothered by sensations that people experience pretty much every day. It was around late high school when I finally realized why I was having so much trouble making friends. It was really important that I find friends who were tolerant and understanding of my personality, but at the same time, I couldn't keep refusing to do anything that wasn't related to cartoons or animation. My friends had a lot of fun things to offer, and I was missing out. And after a while, I was getting lonely. I had spent that time wallowing in self-pity, thinking, nobody likes me, or they just don't understand, when really the truth was I didn't understand. I still have trouble with certain issues, but fortunately they're not nearly as bad as they were before, and I feel like I can improve on those issues as I get older. But never once did I believe that my life would be better off without Asperger Syndrome. Sure, it would get rid of a lot of the problems, and I'd be much more mature around other people, but I would lose the special strengths and talents that came with it. I would lose everything that made me so special. So my advice for anybody touched by Asperger Syndrome is not to solely focus on getting rid of the weaknesses, but instead help patients work through their weaknesses in order to preserve their strengths. Having Asperger Syndrome can be really difficult sometimes, but the strengths and special gifts are definitely worth preserving.